Hi everyone, welcome to a special winter weather edition of Talk of the Town. I'm Lelan Statham.
And I'm Nikki-Dee Ray. We've got a lot going on today.
A lot going on out there. With the first round as advertised moved through last night. We're now looking at the second round.
Exactly. And that lull, we discussed it would be a little long, and it was. So yes, the snow is coming, and it's moving its way across the mid-state as we speak.
So in the wake of round number one, this was the view from Millersville for us this morning. This comes to us courtesy of Deanna Dixon. From there, down in Rutherford County, Laverne, Darren Rankin sending this in. And this was the scene for a lot of you. And in many cases, what looks white as snow, a lot of that was actually sleet. In some areas, a quarter of an inch to a half an inch of sleet. On the good side, though, for it to have the sleet, it didn't give us as much freezing rain in some areas, so the sleet just hits the power lines instead of sticking to it. This is the view from Hopkinsville right now. Very cold. Look at that. 14 degrees. At times, wind chills through here have been in single digits for us this morning. 8, the wind chill right now to Clarksville. Murray 1 at one point. Murray down to 6 below on the wind chill chart. Here in Nashville, a cold 15 for us here at the current time. So it will remain cold all afternoon, my friend, below the freezing mark. As a matter of fact, Nashville has not been above the freezing mark since 6 p.m. on Thursday. Some of you may remember a stretch of 6 days below the freezing mark back in February of 2015. That one was 6 days in a row and not getting above the freezing mark. Overnight tonight will fall into the single digits here, so make sure that you may want to leave the water dripping just a little bit tonight as we get those cold temperatures here, and we're not going to get above the freezing mark again for you tomorrow as well. So with snow amounts, we're still on target for well over a half foot in our western areas. Here in Nashville, we'll get about 2 to 4 inches. The amount a little less, but still icy as you head back over to Crossville and back over toward Jamestown. Here's a look at radar for us at the time, and we're starting to see a little bit more in this area of pink. That's that mix of winter weather, then a little bit of snow back over in West Tennessee right now. So if you're back over that way, send pictures, send video to my5@newschannel5.com.
And speaking of video, Leland, look at these guys having fun in Ladd Park. Their hockey practice got canceled this evening, obviously because of, well, the winter weather making its way, but didn't keep them from getting their practice in. Y'all, this is a real hockey puck that Mickey and Easton are playing with, and they're having a good old time. Then take a look at Sweet Macy, our little ice skater, ice skating down the street on Memorial Drive. The ice isn't incredibly thick, but it is thick enough that she's able to be out on her skates. This is the way to have fun and enjoy this winter weather, not in your vehicles. Please continue to stay weather aware. As Leland mentioned, that next wave is moving its way in. The highest accumulations as far as snowfall is concerned, still on track, looking to be to our north and western areas. It's going to transition into that wintry snow over the next little bit. Still up along I-65, we are going to see the transition going from the sleet, freezing rain into some snow. We still have a slight concern just east of I-65 that we potentially could be dealing with more in the way of freezing rain than first anticipated. That's thanks to the layers in the atmosphere. We're going to continue to keep a very close eye on that because, as you know, you don't need a lot of ice to cause power outages and for dangerous situations to evolve. We head into tomorrow. All this is out of here, but it's still on our ground. And with temperatures so incredibly low, it's not going anywhere. It's going to be rather slick as we go throughout tomorrow and even Wednesday. But Wednesday comes with a little footnote, and that's in the form of another winter weather maker potentially moving into our direction. Now, the timing of this would be Wednesday night going into Thursday. We are still several days out, and as you can tell by looking at these temperatures, they're right on that freeze point, so there's going to be a lot of variables that we've got to consider, but that is something that we'll keep a watch out for. As Leland mentioned, main concern right now is what's happening right this second on radar. We're continuing to see those snow showers moving their way in, and that's going to continue to push its way across Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky over the next little bit. Still on track. We've already had that first layer down. Second layer, Leland, is happening right as we speak.